Hey everyone, this is Manish and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about how to learn coding. So if you are an absolute beginner, this is the right video for you. So please stay tuned to my video until the last point and it will clear all your basic doubts about how to learn coding in a very efficient and effective way. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the first thing is you should ask yourself, why do you want to learn coding? If your answer is like your friends are learning, you are just learning for fun, you are just making some app and you will be a millionaire by the age of 20, then no, you are on the wrong place. This is not how you learn coding. Learn coding if and only if you have the determination of learning the whole structure of a program. It's not about writing some scripts, writing some lines and you are making an app, you'll be a millionaire. No. You have to understand the basic workflows, you have to understand why that particular line is working, you have to understand how this complex system works. So it's not just a very simple case, it's a very complex case. You have to learn the syntaxes first, then the basic workflow, then you have to learn the data structures, then you have to learn algorithm. So it's a complete package. So if you have the determination of learning all of these things, then deep dive into this coding pool, otherwise don't. I would recommend don't just learn coding by hoping that you will be making a very cool projects. No, you'll not be getting that. So try to be very much sure that if you want to learn all of these things, then join coding. Okay, so to start your coding journey, I would recommend start from the very basic. So I'd recommend start from C or C++ because these are two basic languages, and I'd recommend starting from C because if you are in BTech or if you are in school and you will learn coding, maybe many of you have C in your curriculum. So try to learn that particular language very well because it is one of the very basic languages and it will showcase how overall coding workflows actually works and the overall structure of a program. C++ is recommended, but don't just go and learn all of the libraries because it will do magic, but still you have to learn the basics, how that library function works, how all the data structures works. So I would recommend start from C or C++. Maybe if you are comfortable or you have the knowledge of any of the programming language, I would recommend start from Java because it will give you the OOPS concept, which means the object-oriented programming concept. I don't recommend to start with Python. It is a very simple language and easy to learn, but I would not recommend Python to start with. Or maybe if you want to learn something new, just go for C or C++. So let me show you some steps on how you proceed with learning C or C++. Okay, so if you want to learn a specific language, I would recommend start from Geeks for Geeks. So let's say you want to learn C++, right? So I'll give this link to the description. So this Geeks for Geeks page contains starting from introduction to advanced concept. So starting from basics, then the comparison between C, C++ versus Java, then input-output operators, array strings, functions, pointers, dynamic memory allocation, OOPS concept, constructor, destructor, function overloading, operator overloading, virtual function, exception handling, and namespace. So I'd recommend to follow this page in a specific order. Like first, you try to solve all the left column, right? Don't jump to right column because it is some advanced topic. The standard template library is a kind of advanced topic. You don't need to learn anything from now, but learn all the basics, how this operators works, how function works, how maybe pointers work, how this OOPS concept works, how constructor works. So try to finish this left hand column. And once you are comfortable with this, it don't take much time. Maybe if you can invest 1 week for that, you can easily complete this
left hand side. And for the beginners, this is like more than enough. If you complete this, you'll have a broad idea about how the C++ programming language works. All the points has some specific practice section also. Let's say you want a function in C++. So if you open it, you'll have basic instruction about the function, how function actually works, how function works in C versus how function works in C++. So if you click the practice here, you will be given a problem and you have to code it down. It's very simple, right? You don't take much time. Now let's say you covered this up. You already covered this section. Then I would recommend, if you want to learn more or practice more, I'd recommend HackerRank. Go to this page. I'll again give this link into my description. Go to this page, click on C++ because you want to learn C++, right? You have lots of problems based on C++. Let's say you want to learn for loop. So here some instructions are there and you are given a problem. So you need to code it down. You write code here and then submit your code. It will automatically show how much test cases it has passed. You don't need to install any kind of compiler in your machine. You just go and type your code here and run your code, right? Similarly, if you want to learn Java, so go to this page. It has all the concepts starting from overview, basics, hook concepts, inheritance, operators, input output, strings, arrays, stream, some keywords and some comparison. Then comes methods, constructors, exception handling, abstract classes. So again, my suggestion would be try to finish the left column first. Then if you have time or if you want to learn more, then go to this right column. It has hell lot of section out there, but don't get confused with the number of sections because this has a huge number of sections, but it will get completed within 1 or 2 weeks if you invest some good amount of time in it. Similarly, once you cover this, go to this HackerRank. This HackerRank section is only for practicing. You learn the concept there, you started writing some code, and now come here and work with some codes, some real codes. The instruction will give you some kind of information how if-else statement works. It has some source, Wikipedia source also. You can open and watch that. And then they will give some task and you have to code it down according to, they also give some sample input, sample output, and accordingly they will give some explanation about the sample case that they provided, and you have to code it down and submit your code and just have a look how many test cases it passed. So this is how you can learn C++, Java, Python in any language. You don't need to invest any kind of money to any coaching centers for this language learning. Everything is freely available online. You can easily pick and learn whatever topics, whatever language, whatever concepts you want to learn. It's very, very simple.
So now you have learned a lot. So you have to apply whatever you have learned. The best thing is make some cool projects.
So this Geeks for Geeks, I'll give the link in my description also. This is a very, very good section. Let's say you have learned C++. It has some kind of C++ project ideas. So let's say you want to learn C++ program for face detection. So it has the problem definition. It has some codes also. You can have a look or you can build on your own. Then it has some Java project concepts. If you learn Python, then it has some Python project concepts. It has also some project ideas, how you can implement that project into reality.
The other thing is, while working on a project, try to work in a group. Maybe 2 or 3 persons may create a group and try to work on that. Because if you are facing a problem, your other friend may solve that problem. You may also solve your friend's problems. If you are stuck at some point, try to ask your friend. Maybe he has a solution. He may not have a solution, but he can certainly help on that. So try to work in a group of maybe 2-3 people. That will make your learning faster, and that will make the overall progress of a project a lot faster, and that is very, very useful in your learning. once you are comfortable with all the basic syntaxes and workflows of a coding language, let's say C or C++ or Java, then try to learn data structure and algorithm and try to code in that language.
So this page of Geeks for Geeks holds entire topics of data structures, and it is well structured with some topic-wise problems. So let's say you want to learn linked list. It has all the problems and all the concepts of linked list. You have also circular linked list, doubly linked list. You have stack, you have queue, then it goes binary tree, then some kind of operations in the binary tree. Then you have heap, then you have hashing, then you have graph. Just go and click whatever the links you want to learn. Just click the link, you will find everything. Now, once you learn data structure concepts, once you are comfortable with this, go to HackerRank again for problem solving. It has also some subdomains. If you want to solve, let's say, stack problems, you have all the problems related to stacks, right? You can also set the difficulty easy, medium and hard. Now, here comes the algorithm section. Once you are comfortable with data structures, you have to learn algorithm. So it has all the concepts of algorithm, like the analysis of algorithm. Then the most important thing is searching and sorting. You have greedy algorithm, you have dynamic programming, you have pattern searching, some other kind of algorithms, you have backtracking, divide conquer, geometric algorithms, mathematical algorithms. So everything is listed in Geeks for Geeks site. So I'll give all the links into my description. Try to follow that link. All your concepts will be cleared within this site. Geeks for Geeks is the ultimate platform for all the computer science engineers who want to learn coding as well as data structures as well as algorithms. So please try to follow that page. And again, the same thing. Once you are comfortable, you have learned enough about algorithm, try to solve algorithm. So my suggestion will be try to learn something from this page. Let's say you want to learn dynamic programming. You have learned something, then go to this problem solving sections in HackerRank. Click on dynamic programming. It will have all the problems related to dynamic programming. If you learn greedy, then click on greedy. You have all the problems related to greedy. Okay, so this way you can learn data structures, you can practice data structure questions, you can learn algorithm, and you can practice algorithm questions as well. Okay.
One of the most important thing is to learn how to search on Google, because you will be facing a lot of problems on your coding journey, and to run a code successfully you'll be facing a lot of issues, lots of error will be coming. So just pick that error, search on Google, and you will find an answer, a definite answer. And more specifically, Stack Overflow has all the answers, because before you, someone may have already posted the same questions or the same error that he got onto the Stack Overflow, and someone answered it.
So let's say you have found an error. It's array index out of bound error. So array index out of bound exception. Just search it. You will find a solution in Geeks for Geeks side. You have a solution in tutorials point. You have a solution in Stack Overflow. Let's say you have found this exception in C++, right? Just search it. You will have the C++ community. You have the solution. You have a solution of Stack Overflow. If you properly search anything, you have a high chance to get that answer in Google itself. Try to utilize the power of Google search.
Okay, so that's coming to an end of this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and do let me in the comment section about your thoughts. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please do let me in the comment section. And please do subscribe to my channel. Many of the viewers are not subscribing to my channel. Please do subscribe to my channel, because I'll be posting a lot of videos regarding coding, placements, tech, career, and the motivation topic. So see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.